Welcome Attorney General Leslie Rutledge.
Right, well, hello everyone. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Okay, just checking. I know y'all will really just want me to stop and call out some bingo numbers. Well, I appreciate Jason and everyone for hosting today's event and Make of Salem for making this possible. It is always good to be back in north central Arkansas. As you heard, I am a native of Independence County. So I grew up on a cattle farm not too far down the road from you all. So this is like coming home to me when I'm in this part of the state. Many of you all probably, thought when I walked up on stage, man, she looks so much taller on TV. Because I am taller on TV. Who isn't? When I first ran for Attorney General, I was single, and I'd never been married, and people would often ask me out on the campaign trail, they'd say, well, Leslie, are you married? I'd say, well, no, if God's put him in my path, he's going to have to make another pass, because I missed him the first go-round. Well, as God and good luck would have it, I met my husband on the campaign trail. I was campaigning at the State Farm Bureau Convention, and so if you all have any single daughters or granddaughters, point them toward Farm Bureau. It's the best deal. For $35, you get a catfish dinner and a husband. My husband, Boyce, and I, we got married at the end of 2015. And last year, almost a year to the day, this Saturday, we will celebrate our daughter's first birthday. And I'll be honest with you all, I'm 43. My husband is going to turn 60 in August, and neither of us had ever been married, neither of us had ever had any children. And so this is a big deal for us, but being a little older parents, we get asked some odd questions on occasion. The other morning we were out driving Juliana, that's our daughter's name, we were out driving her in the golf cart. It's a beautiful morning, kind of like this morning. And we were out driving around on the golf cart to see if we could find any deer, any other wildlife. And this lady who was out walking her dog stops us. Sweet little old lady. She says, oh, that's what I wish I was doing, was taking my granddaughter for a ride. I just said, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. Well, that's not what I'm here to talk about today, but I wanted to share with you all a few minutes about the Attorney General's office and everything that we do at the Attorney General's office to protect your faith, your family, and your freedoms. Because I firmly believe that if they are attacking, if the forces that be are attacking the cake baker in Colorado, they're going to attack us here in Arkansas. If they're attacking the t-shirt maker in Kentucky, they're going to attack us here in Arkansas. If they're going to attack the florist in Seattle, they're going to attack us here in Arkansas. And so that's why it's important that you have attorneys at your state attorney general's office fighting for you, your religious liberty freedoms every single day. We also defend, you may have seen in the news this week, one of the biggest cases that we have going on right now, the ACLU has challenged our pro-life laws on the books. And I am wholeheartedly defending our pro-life laws that are on the books in the state of Arkansas. But we also go after criminals and con artists. And so making sure that those criminals that are sent to the penitentiary or that are found guilty by Prosecutor Eric Hance and his deputies and his team, when they appeal those convictions, we handle those appeals and make sure that those bad men and women stay off the streets and can no longer harm our Kansans. Cyber criminals that threaten kids online. You wouldn't believe how many bad actors are out there that take advantage of our young people. And I know I've seen a handful of young folks in the room, and I guarantee you, they can all use those cell phones better than any one of us. But I need you all as parents and grandparents to know how to use that technology, to know how to use those phones. And just think, ask yourselves, would I let my kid or grandkid get into a car with someone I don't know? No. Would you let them go spend the night with a stranger?
No.
No. So why are we letting our kids and grandkids talk to people we don't know on games and apps on their phones all day and night? You could be allowing dangerous people into your homes and into their bedrooms. So help us protect your kids by knowing exactly who they're talking to on their phones all day and night, who they're gaming with, who they're texting with. And then dealing with con artists. I know everybody in this room is sick and tired of getting phone calls from robocallers. And so I have made it a priority of my office and my administration to shut down these robocalls because it's calls people, Rachel from Card Services. Is anybody going to send Rachel from Card Services a Christmas card? No, I didn't think so. So it may be someone from Card Services or someone claiming to be the IRS and that you owe taxes. Or maybe you all have gotten the call saying that it's a grandchild in jail and that they need you to send money to bail them out. Those are all fake phone calls. And so what are we doing to stop those calls? A couple of things. We have passed legislation this spring to increase the penalty from a misdemeanor to a felony if they change the caller ID. Because every one of those calls that come in, it looks like a local number. And so they spoof, they trick the caller ID. And so we've raised that to a felony if someone changes the caller ID. But we've also requiring our phone companies, AT&T, Verizon, CenturyTel, to file with the Public Service Commission exactly what they are doing to stop these illegal calls. And so now we must put pressure on our phone companies to block these calls so none of these calls come to your phone. A lot of people don't know what we do at the Attorney General's office, how we impact your lives on a daily basis. And we will fight over a 25-cent overcharge on a phone bill or a $40,000 con or scam. One story I like to tell about how I helped explain to my hairdresser what we do. So I grew up, my granny had a beauty shop in her house. And so when I moved back to Little Rock, I found a lady who's got a beauty shop in her house just like my granny had. And it's kind of like going on a set of Steel Magnolias every couple of weeks. Y'all seen that movie, Steel Magnolias? I know all the women have because it's a chick flick, and I imagine most of the men have because it's got Dolly Parton in it, and they enjoy her big old great big sense of humor. And so it's like being on a set of Steel Magnolias every couple of weeks, and as Kathy's doing my hair, she's telling me how she and her husband had gone to Mississippi and had gone out to eat at a restaurant, and someone from the restaurant had taken her credit card number and had started using it to pay their electric bill. And so Kathy was so frustrated. She had called the light company in Mississippi, no resolution. She had called the credit card company, no resolution. And finally I stop her and I say, Kathy, you're talking to the right person. And so within a couple of days, we were able to get Kathy's money back to her. But friends, I tell you this because you don't have to be the hairdresser or the Attorney General to get that kind of help. We will do the fighting for you. And so if you have encountered some sort of scam or a fraud, give us a call. Now, we do mobile offices every year all across the state. Give us a call. If you're online, email us, send us a message on Facebook. We want to help you. We want to do the fighting for you. And that's what we do every single day at the Attorney General's office. We love doing the fighting for you. We want to protect you. We want to protect our veterans. We want to ensure that our law enforcement, that they know that they have a friend in us. This community, this area, the entire state of Arkansas lost a true fighter last week, and we laid him to rest yesterday. And so we've got to stand with our men and women in blue. We've got to stand with our first responders and support our veterans. I see we've got a number of veterans in the crowd. God bless you. We appreciate you all very much. And we also push back on overreaching government regulations that hurt our businesses because we want to continue growing jobs in the state. So particularly during the last president, not this president, during the last president, we saw a number of federal agencies that were expanding their scope. The state of Arkansas, and as the Attorney General, we sued the EPA, we sued the court to make sure that Arkansas businesses could continue to grow and thrive, and we're going to keep doing that and making sure that we have every opportunity for job creators to come right here to the natural state so we can keep our friends, our family right here working at home. I appreciate you all. You all win big today. You got a lot of good prizes here. Again, I say thank you to the folks of Fulton County and for inviting me to participate in today's senior day at the fair, and thank you to the Bank of Salem and each and every one of you all. God bless you all. God bless our state of Arkansas, and certainly God bless the United States of America. You all have a great day. Thank you.